On the surface, it doesn't look like much is happening. There is a marked absence of traffic on one side of the Third Mainland Bridge in Nigeria's economic capital, Lagos, that has been closed for extensive rehabilitation work. Indeed, aside a few heavy-duty vehicles and a lack of movement, one would wonder if it's all another government exaggeration of its effort. But it's not. You need to look beneath the surface, and this is what we found. Why is this work important? We spoke with the lead contractor on the ring road axis of the bridge.
There was a displacement of the deck of the ring road. And you can see there is that in some part is also 40 centimeters. So because of that, we have to make some works that is called jacketing. Means that we have to make a new jacket around the abutment and the pier.
He took us up to explain further.
It is this concrete with this reinforcement in high tensile. And now we are replacing the bearings. To replace the bearings, we have to use this jack that is a special technology. They will lift the deck of the bridge of 1 centimeter. That is enough to remove the bearing, of course, after certain work. Now, because we are working on it, we lift the bearing in the deck of the bridge, but not completely. We use this jack to, let's say, do the job at the place of the bearing.
As you can see, there is a lot of work going on under the bridge. It continues. In fact, it is actually risky being here, but we needed to see the kind of work that they are doing.
I asked Dr. Prono some of the challenges they have had and what needs to be done to prolong the lifespan of the bridge.
The bridge, like all the bridge, but there is a plan now that the Federal Minister of Works has put in place, is the maintenance. So you have to maintain the bridge and make the maintenance. It's not just only replace the joints that are in the bad condition. No, it's to clean the joint. Because the reason why we have to change the joint is because where is the rubber from one part of the joint and the other, there was no cleaning. So all the dust, all the dirty, all the garbage are going inside. Then they crack the rubber is going down and it spoils the joint. So we have to make a maintenance, I can't say every day, but regularly.
The Third Mainland Bridge, constructed in the 1980s and spanning more than 11 kilometers, is the longest bridge in West Africa and the busiest of the 3 bridges connecting the mainland to the islands in Lagos, Nigeria. It has been closed since July 2020 for yet another round of work to prolong its lifespan. This time, it is the replacement of bearings and worn-out expansion joints. Dr. Prono says there are plans, but how committed really is the federal government to carry out consistent maintenance that would not require total closure, as road users have seen and endured over the past 6 months? I had to hear from the agency of government that can corroborate that there are indeed plans to ensure maintenance after all this work and more has been done. So, I had a chat with the Federal Controller of Works, Lagos State.
We have a plan in place, the plan to be maintaining the bridge as at when due, which is a regular thing, which of course we do. Nationwide, we carry out the maintenance of all the bridges, one after the other. We have a unit in the ministry, under the Department of Bridge Design that normally go out to check the bearings, the expansion joints, the cap, the parts, to see which and one that are due for replacement. So we do that regularly.
I also had to ask for Lagosians how confident the government is about the February deadline to reopen the bridge.
You know, initially the completion date supposed to be this January, but because of challenges that we had, majorly the NFAS process made us to shift the completion date to February, and we are working towards actualizing that date. We are confident that the contractor will not request for extension of that period. But that does not mean we have finished all the work 100% as for Third Mainland Bridge contract. We are still going to do some work under the bridge, but that one will not require either partial or total closure of Third Mainland Bridge.
Before Newscentral left the site, Dr. Prono showed us the work on the replacement of the joints, this time on the bridge.
This is the most important, is the replacement of the joint. So to make the replacement of the joint, first of all, you have to demolish the two extreme part of the joint and release the structure. Because the structure is a kind of structure that is post-tension structure. So when you demolish, all the joint, even if it's in bad condition, is tense. And we use a particular machine with high pressure water that is working at 1,500 bars, and it can demolish all the concrete, leaving intact the steel.
As work continues and Lagosians groan under heavy traffic caused by the closure of parts of the bridge, the controller says while the stress is regrettable, the work is needed.
I still want to appeal to the motoring public to bear with federal government. We are doing all that is necessary to make sure that the lifespan of the bridge is prolonged, and the inconveniences that everybody is passing through now will soon end.
As we anticipate the free flow of traffic in the month of February, it is hoped that the maintenance promised will be kept to the latter for the safety and well-being of all. Felicity Ezewuike for Newscentral TV.